One of the biggest problems for musicians is understanding tempo, measures, and the spaces between the notes. Not knowing or understanding the grid is going to get you into serious sync problems. You're going to have problems playing with your band or with other musicians, or even playing along to songs that you know and want to just perform. Today, we're going to bridge this gap and go over tempo, measures, rhythm, and everything that is in between. This is our fourth lesson in our beginner's guitar theory masterclass, and let's dive right in. So what is tempo? Tempo, in simple terms, is basically speed. If I have a room, for example, tempo will be how fast I cross this room, how fast I go from one point to another point in the room. The room settings does not change. It's how fast I'm going through it. Tempo is measured by BPMs, beats per minute, and we can choose the tempo or changing it while we're in a song. For example, a song that starts slower and then continues faster, or a song that we want in a fixed speed. I can take 80 BPM and this will be how fast I'm playing the song. I can play the same song 120 BPM and it will make the song sound faster, but the song still stays the same song. For example, if I want the measure to have 4 beats, I'm going to do 4 divided by 4. All right, and now I know my measure has 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I don't want 4 beats in my measure. I want 3, for example. So I'll write 3 divided by 4. Then I'll have a measure, and in this measure, I'll have 1, 2, 3, new measure, 1, 2, 3, new measure, 1, 2, 3, and so on. It will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then you can also divide it to 2. So you will only have 2 quarters. 2 divided by 4, and it will sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or even slower. 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on. Okay, so what is a measure? A measure is a time frame. It's a box that we decide what we want to put in there. We can put a lot of notes, we can put a little bit of notes, we can put different order of notes, but it's like a container. That's what it is. And the tempo is just going through this container at the desired speed. Now I want to go over how we can divide a measure by trees. For example, we have an even tree and we have a triple tree. For this demonstration, I'm going to use 100 BPMs. This is our tempo. First of all, try to understand, and then you can play along with me, and we will make an exercise from this, all right? So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, we can also do 32s. So what we did here was dividing the measures to even intervals. We had whole, we had halves, quarters, eighths, then we have 16s, then we did even 32s. Now, what is a triple tree? A triple tree is if I have one whole and then I divide the measure to 3. And yes, you have multiple trees, but I'm going to touch the even and the triple tree, okay? So if you have 1 and then you divide it by 3, and then you divide the same thing by 6, and then you have 12, then you got a triple tree. and so on. You see, you can basically divide a measure however you like. Now you can also divide the measure and combine these divisions. And sometimes, yes, it's not easy to read, but it's very interesting. And this is what can make your playing more engaging and less predictable. So right now we have the measures, we know what tempo is, and we have ways to divide the measures into different intervals inside the measure. So with that, let's go over texture. Texture is something very important in music. For example, I can give you two different textures. Staccato is a type of texture. Staccato means short and detached. What does this mean? So if we take a note and connect it to a different note, they're connected. If we cut them and detach them from another, they will sound like that. Instead of and that is staccato. Let me show you how important staccato is. Let's take this groove. Now let's play it a little bit in staccato. You see how much groove it adds? It adds like some kind of a different feeling to it, a different tone, a different instead of both sound nice, but the other one sound a little bit more groovy. It gets us more into the rhythm of it. Where else do we see a staccato? We see staccatos in funk a lot. You see, I'm kind of cutting the sound. I'm not playing it like this. This totally ruins the funk, right? The funk needs the staccato. It's like, you see how I'm cutting the notes? And it also appears in solos a lot. See what I did here? I play a lot of staccato notes, one after another, even the same one. And it adds more bite to it, it adds more groove to it, and it's a lot of fun. So the other texture I want to talk with you about is shuffle. What is shuffle? Let's say I take some measures and I divide them to 12s. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, meaning 1, 2, 3, 1 measure, 1, 2, 3, 2 measures. So I take each measure and I divide it to 12. Each group of 3 has 3 notes. I want to omit one middle note in each group. So we had originally 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see, I took the middle note and I muted it. So and this right there is the base of jazz, the base of blues. It gives us a totally different feeling to everything. For example, I'll take a simple riff. Now I'll shuffle it. You see how easily it became a blues? little funky, a little bluesy, staccato, a little bit of shuffling, and we already got so much going on just by changing simple things in the tempo and in our rhythm. Isn't that amazing what a simple concept can do? I was stunned as a musician working with a lot of drummers and learning what you can do with just rhythm, not a lot of notes, one note, and so much textures and ideas that just like spark in your mind, make you want to play way more interesting things. Let's go over polyrhythms. Now, polyrhythms is a big name and it's very intimidating, but let's not get intimidated just yet. Let's try to explain it first. If we have one measure and we want to divide it to 3, for example, so let's put on our metronome on 100 BPM. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have so I divided it to 3, but when I put 2 measures together, it's not really even 3s, right? Because every time I go back to the 1, it's like getting cut off. So let's see how we make 2 measures together with even spaces of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did here was I played thirds over quarters. So just the contrast between 4 and 3 together like that, one on top of another, called polyrhythms. And we have many types of polyrhythms. We have 5 on 4, we have 7 on 4, and so on. We can do even 7 on 5, and you name it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's a very interesting concept. It appears in many songs, and a lot of interesting bands like Dream Theater, for example, are using this concept to make their songs a little bit more complicated and interesting. This is a good exercise to also take on a scale. For example, let's take the first position of the pentatonic, whole notes. Halves. Quarters. Eights. Sixteens. And so on. You can also do it on the triple tree and every other tree you would like. What I recommend the most is to take a tempo and try to play a solo on it. However, when you try to play the solo, try to improvise while dividing your measures into different note lengths. So for example, try to play a little bit of quarters, try to play a little bit of thirds. You can always stir it up. You see what I'm doing here? I'm stirring things up. I take everything and I try to pull it all together and make this whole improvisation a lot more interesting. Just remember, rhythm is not just about staying in the beat. It's about taking the time you're giving and divide it however you want. And the more grids you have in your head, the more freedom you have in your fingers. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be here next Thursday with another lesson for you guys, and hopefully you guys are starting to really get the big picture, the guitar theory map that I was talking about in the very beginning. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Stay tuned.